Would you please express appreciation to those three men and their great work and leadership? When we began to plan the 2015 Southern Baptist Convention here in Columbus, Ohio, we obviously wanted to have a moment for the singing of the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States. But additionally, this convention and this year, we commemorate and honor the 50th anniversary, giving tribute to the Vietnam veterans and their service to our great nation called the United States of America. 3 years ago, President Obama issued a proclamation commemorating the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War. From 1962 to 1975, over 3 million members of the armed services left their homes and loved ones to serve bravely in Southeast Asia. Approximately 1 million Southern Baptists wore the nation's uniform during the Vietnam War era. The war took a heavy toll on our troops. Over 58,000 were killed in action. 1,600 remain missing in action. Countless Vietnam veterans suffered combat wounds, seen and unseen. Sadly, our Vietnam veterans didn't come home to a hero's welcome or patriotic rallies of support. They were too often greeted by confusion, anger, and resentment from their fellow citizens who blamed them for a war that consumed America for over 10 years. Our national leaders believe that it's time to set the record straight. President Barack Obama has asked that local governments, religious organizations, and communities look for tangible ways to honor and to give thanks to a generation of veterans who proudly served our nation through one of the most challenging wars that our country has ever faced. Today, as we gather here for the Southern Baptist Convention in Columbus, Ohio, we join in this effort to set the record straight. Number one, by renewing our sacred commitment to prayerfully support those who answered the nation's call to duty in the armed forces and armed services. Two, by reinforcing our ministry efforts to our wounded warriors, to family caregivers of our veterans, and to families of the fallen. And three, by remembering that it's never too late to pay tribute to our Vietnam veterans who served with valor, courage, and honor during the Vietnam War. We have asked today Chaplain Major General retired Doug Carver, Executive Director of the Chaplaincy for North American Mission Board. We've asked him to join me on the platform to give us some remarks of recognition here today. Would you welcome Major General Doug Carver to the platform?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Please. One of the most commonly used phrases during the Vietnam conflict were the words, "It don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean a thing." That maxim is a mindset. It was a coping mechanism, a worldview. It was a way for our Vietnam veterans to hide the pain, the fear, the anger, and their emotion from all of the bleeding and dying on unnamed hills and rice paddies that they would take one day and the next day they would take it again. It was an expression of emotionless grief from the carnage and destruction of the combat zone. It don't mean nothing. The truth is, All of life events mean something. All of our times are in God's hands. Even meaningless moments. The truth is, God makes all things beautiful in His time. The truth is that God works all things together for good to them who are called according to His purposes in Christ Jesus. The good news is, and the truth is, that He who began a good work in you, regardless of where that faith journey takes you, God will bring it to completion until the day of Christ. We'd like to take this time and this appropriate place to render honor, according to the Apostle Paul, where honor and respect is due. We are here to honor our Vietnam veterans, mostly, by the way, whom were volunteers, many who were drafted, all who answered the call to our nation's call to duty with, "Here am I, send me." We are here to honor those who persevered during one of the most dreadful combat emotions and environments in history. We are here to honor those Vietnam veterans who fought at Hue and Pleiku and Khe Sanh and Saigon, from Rolling Thunder to Hamburger Hill. And one thing Americans may not know is that our Vietnam veterans won every major combat operation of which they were deployed. We're here to honor those Vietnam veterans who came home not to a parade or a hero's welcome, but they came home to serve as teachers and policemen and public servants and preachers and chaplains and missionaries and lay leaders. We are here to honor our veterans of the Vietnam War who have ensured that we remain a nation free and strong and brave. We resolve to never allow our Vietnam veterans, or any veterans for that matter, and their families to be forgotten or forsaken, to be left homeless or hopeless in our nation any longer. We resolve to forever be grateful for the price our Vietnam veterans and all veterans have made so that we might enjoy our precious freedom. And on behalf of a grateful nation and the veterans who have served, to our Vietnam veterans and all veterans today, I salute you and say, welcome home, welcome home, welcome home.
At this time, I would like the Vietnam veterans that are in this room today and our families who were connected to that in your immediate family. Would the Vietnam veterans please stand all across the room today? And Vietnam veterans, while you're standing, I want to ask all of the Vietnam veterans to come forward today. Would y'all please come forward today? All of our Vietnam veterans, walk forward to me and with me today, because I want you to help me to lead in the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States of America. Would you please honor today the Vietnam veterans here that are Southern Baptists who served our nation in an honorable and high manner today. Would all of you please face that way and let the people see your face? Southern Baptists, let's honor them. What a large group. Amazing, ladies and gentlemen. And I would like to ask also, if you are a veteran of the armed forces, or you're presently serving in our nation, would you please come forward as well right now? All other veterans, I want you to notice the commitment that we have had to the nation. Oh, this is wonderful. Come on, Southern Baptists, let's honor these men and women of God today. And we're thankful for them. Thank all of you that are coming for your service to our nation, and I want to ask all of us to remain standing today And as we remain standing today, I'm going to ask General Carver to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I would ask that you place your hand over your heart in honor to our country, as well as it'll be followed by the singing of the national anthem by our music leader, Pastor Julio Arreola.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Pastor Julio. May the Lord bless you. You may return to your chair. I want all of us to remain standing. We're going to worship for a couple of minutes together. And would you please join our band and choir today from Cross Church there in Northwest Arkansas.